welcome back. So we are gonna jump right into it. First off, weather. It's getting chilly. You can see that we have our Wrenchworks hoodie on. If you guys have not already snagged one of these up, wrenchworks.com, these will, I swear, everyone in the comment section, these are gonna be the most comfortable hoodies you will ever wear. I can promise you that. But anyway, lesson learned. The title of this video, I don't know what exactly it's going to be yet, but the lesson that we learned is we were doing some filming yesterday. You guys know that we mostly use a Sony RX100. Sorry for the wind noise, it's getting a little windy. Like I said, it's getting chilly. Let's step back inside here. Doing some filming. Everything else that we film, all of our racing clips, like you see here, some of our suspension clips, like you see here, are done on a GoPro. And that's for a reason. We kind of stick that in places where I'm not going to stick this camera because this camera is a little expensive. So, not to say GoPros are not expensive, because they are. But we didn't tether it off to anything. We were doing some suspension shots of the 08. I really wanted to show you guys how well the leaf packs are really working. Prove to you guys that they are doing an amazing job. And well, we lost one yesterday. I searched for 2 hours. I walked up and down the whole entire road, killed a whole bunch of time, and could not find it, along with the new memory card that was in that GoPro. All right, so here is the plan. You're gonna go into your little sister's room, the GoPro that she's not using. You're gonna send it to me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't send me your little sister's GoPro. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. But anyway, guys, I have one clip of the rear leafs. Not a great angle, but the rear leafs are working amazing. Amazing. The biggest noticeable difference is when you hit these and I have about 400 miles on them now because it's been 2 days since that last install. We were up in the city area, we were up in New York, we hit some huge bridge decks, we hit some nasty potholes, and let me tell you, these things are doing their job. The biggest noticeable difference that I can tell is when you hit stuff from the front, and again, whatever the front does, it is what it is. That's working well. But when it comes to hitting the back, nothing is getting transferred forward. The rear is just soaking them up. They weren't kidding when they said that these are soft, because it is doing exactly what the guys at Thurn said it would do. It rides super soft. As you can see, the ride height is damn near perfect. Super happy, super pleased. I think if it is the last piece of your puzzle that you're looking to improve on your leaf spring truck, I think these are well worth the investment. I am definitely very happy with the purchase of these. So 2 thumbs up. The other big question that I want to kind of come out here and kind of nail off at the same time is get a lot of questions about these tires, the Ridge Grapplers from Nitto. They are also doing a phenomenal job. And you know what they're doing a phenomenal job of is not being loud. So this is by far, I think, in my opinion, and I have nothing to gain by telling you this, is I think the most aggressive tread pattern that I've seen with the quietest noise level. They're not loud. Like the Trail Grapplers, they're loud. Everybody says they're loud. They're definitely loud. These tires, I mean, of course, over the 5-inch exhaust, you don't really hear. You don't really hear them wind down. Super, super pleased with them so far. So just to give you guys a little overlook on the suspension and the wheels and tires, super pumped with how the suspension has turned out. Still have not figured out the whole airbag stuff yet, but I think we'll just have to fabricate some riser pucks to take up that additional space and put them back in. So we'll tackle that at a separate time. So anyway, I asked on my Instagram for some GoPro recommendations. If you guys have any recommendations, I know the 7 just came out. Let me know if you guys have personally used the 7, if it's worth it. I'm not really sure what to do. All I know is that we have no B-roll footage at this point, and we got to do something because we got racing coming up this weekend at the Call Out Challenge, and we need to get all of the angles for whatever happens with John Doc. We need to make sure that we have it fully covered, whether we win, lose. You know what? Let's call him right now. Let's see if John Doc will answer the phone and see what he's got to say for himself. Let's do that. Other than that, before we do that, we do have some parts that I want to open up here. Let's do that quick before we call him and rag on him. You guys already know GenuineDieselPart.com, where we get all of our factory coming stuff. I told you that we were going to order a new valve cover, so we have the, and I'll give you guys the part number. You guys always ask about part numbers for some of this stuff. So we got the valve cover, the industrial valve cover. This thing was actually surprisingly not all that expensive, with the oil fill cap. So this other stuff is the oil filter stuff. I think it's an O-ring, and then the cap itself. So the valve cover part number, where is it? Right here. There you go, screenshot it, or better yet, it's probably on genuinedieselpart.com. I just always email them, but if you guys need that, hit them up. Great guys to deal with. We're gonna be changing the oil in the 05, like I said. We're gonna be primarily getting this thing ready tonight. That is the main goal. Oh, I do have some other stuff in my 08. I know, we're all over the place tonight, boys, I apologize. We gotta get our 76mm turbo on. That's what we're gonna be doing tonight. Just going over a couple things here. The other thing that we were able to pick up in the last day or so is the AFC boost reference stuff for the 12 valve. Now, I did mention that we were gonna try and get the OE line, which turns out wasn't the best option. Some of the comments down below and some of the research that I done, a lot of people just run 1/4 inch like nylon air hose for like big trucks. So we have 1/4 inch air line and then the appropriate, let me put this down here. Let me show you guys this stuff here. So really, all you need is 1/8 inch NPT, which is going to go into the side of the filter head. And then what we're going to have to do is we're going to take off our AFC housing. This one will go like so. Pick up boost reference from the cylinder head, which is tapped right there already from factory. And then what we're gonna have to do, because this is kind of like a funky, it's like a metric O-ring thread down in there, we're gonna drill that out, put 1/8 inch compression fitting right there, and then that will be where we're gonna be. Actually, I don't know, some people, I forget, I don't know if some people actually just thread that in. It's definitely not NPT to begin with, so that might thread in, might not, but that is going to be where we're going to pick up boost reference from, and we're just going to run NPT to compression stuff instead of trying to refigure an OE line. So picked all that stuff up, super cheap option to do that. So that is the plan for that. All right, let's see if our man John Doc answers the phone. If not, he's getting a salty voicemail. Let's put it that way.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
They just came up with this. This is going to be good.
50 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Oh, old Mick John Doc had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on this farm he had a cow. Okay, I didn't think much past that point, but this is usually where I'd say like how slow and fat and heavy your car is, and something about milk. Okay, that's all I got. Thanks for not answering the phone on YouTube Live. Thanks, buddy. I know you're probably being prepared. I know how scared you are, but all right. Okay, bye. All right, so it didn't go as well. I thought I could improv that whole thing. I honestly was not practicing that all day. I wish I was. I could have come up with something really good, but he'll probably call me back too late. Anyway, let's get to swapping this turbo out, stuff that we've already done a million times. We're gonna switch out the exhaust housing as well. This is a 1.0, we're gonna switch to the 1.1, so it's a 7687 1.1 that's on there. Really not too hard, sticking with everything else. And then we'll get this thing warmed up. What I am gonna do too, we're gonna switch this feed line. This is a number 4 feed line. I'm gonna remake a different number 6 feed line as well. This is getting kind of close to the exhaust housing over here. As you can kind of see, what I'm gonna do and what I've done before in the past is run a 90 off here, kind of loop it all the way down here and then have it come up here. Just gives it a little bit more room to get away from the exhaust manifold. So we're gonna switch that out as well. that John Doc? Is that John Doc? Who is it? Oh my goodness, it's John Doc. John, hi, how are you?
What is wrong with you?
There's not a story long enough to tell that. Hey, by the way, you're on YouTube Live, just so you know.
What do you mean YouTube Live? What is this?
This is just my tomorrow's video, but I'm still putting it in there. So now would be the time to talk any smack you want to talk, boy.
Change my name in your phone from John Doc to Daddy.
I knew you were gonna say Daddy. I knew you were gonna say Daddy.
All right, sorry, Poppy. Whatever you want. I mean, we can get ethnic with it if you want. That's fine.
Hey, all I'm wondering is you and Steve. I'm trying to throw some heat your way, and I haven't seen one spicy meme come my way at all.
Because you're a sideshow. That's why.
Oh damn! Coming from the.
What you're gonna do some stupid nonsense out there. I'm gonna drive around you so fast you're gonna need to replace all the damn body panels on one side of your truck.
Damn! Coming from the guy who's never pulled the chute.
Let's set it up real world. What do you want to do?
Dude, hey, do you remember last time we raced? You tried to come at me with this, I'll give you the tire, I'll give you the hit. I said, dude, just race me straight up, and I left you at the line after your broken ass.
So you...
Dude, we running straight up. I don't need no hit, I don't need no nothing. Last time I tried to give you some scenarios, you said it wasn't fair. So, all I'm saying is you're still 0-3, and I hope, for your sake, that you can beat me the 4th time.
Alright. So what we'll do, we'll just go heads up pro tree. You want our 8 mile or quarter mile?
Quarter mile, dog?
Oh my god.
I'm not leaving you any excuses, and if you win, you win. But if you don't, then, oh boy.
What do you mean if I win? I'm literally...
You've been saying that the last 3 times.
Dude, I beat you. One was a bullshit race, the other one I broke, and the other one you cheated.
Okay,
you
John.
Cheated before you even staged.
John. Am I correct in saying that every time you race somebody, you try to put scenarios on that race? You say, "I'll give you this, I'll do this, I'll do that." Hey, I gave you scenarios, and you still lost, and now you're still crying.
I'll give you 2.
By the way,
the first one, I set you out too far in the first one. All right.
I was gonna say you told me to go. Those were your scenarios.
I set you out the first one a little bit too far. That's my fault. The last one I broke. That's my fault. But the second one, that's complete poppycock.
You said, what do you want to do? I said, first one to hit the finish line wins.
You gotta wait until the tree starts. That's it. We're not out on damn Old Country Road in New Jersey and swinging dips from lip to lip with your brother.
You're over there saying streetcar this and streetcar that. The streets ain't fair, son. The only thing you getting at the end of this race is a bunch of tissues, boy.
All right, what are you on team Send It Steve now with the tissues?
Dude, that was funny. Come on, give me that. Give me something. The voicemail I left you, we were going to slide on that one, but...
I am going to get to the YouTube call and assert my dominance all over everyone. You can take that how you want, but that's what's going to happen.
Can we just... Hey, everybody that's watching right now, me and John are actually really good friends. This is just all in sake of, everyone thinks that we don't like each other, but that's...
Hey, since you have a big, large viewing audience, I challenge anyone... When's this video going out?
Tomorrow.
I challenge anyone, if you got a fast street car, sit like me, come up there and I'll bust your ass and put it on the internet.
Dang, you're gonna tag people too? A lot of people don't tag people. I tag everyone that I race. Just you gotta tag them though.
I'll tag them, but I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna bust your ass.
Man, you know how many sensor beeps I'm gonna have to put on you? I only had 1. You had like 4.
Bring your wallet too.
Oh, geez, now you're trying to make your lunch money.
Bring a couple racks, because it's going down.
Man, you are coming.
I'm gonna be waddling out there with my fat pockets.
Oh, man, this is too funny. Oh, man. I guess I should probably take my bet back on Steve then. I should probably put it on you then, I guess. You there? Oh, that was it?
Yeah.
That was too much disrespect. Alrighty guys, we need to get back to work. Currently already 8 o'clock. Time is dwindling away quickly here. But we have the turbo almost done. Always good talking to John. John is the man. See, you realize what I just did? I put the center section on without even tightening up the exhaust housing bolts. So we gotta take that back off. Greg is getting a little ahead of himself here. So exhaust housing, tighten that up. Downpipe is already on there. Swapped over the fleece drain fittings on the bottom there. We'll get our new Dash 6 feed line made up. I already swapped out the filter housing fitting right here. And then we got to fire this thing up and warm this thing up to change the oil. And actually, you know what? Backtrack. See? Losing my mind already. We're going to run the valves while it's cold before we warm it up, because you always do the valves cold. So we'll do that before we start it up. The oil change will be the last thing that we are going to do. So yeah, let's keep trying to move on here. Alrighty, so we are all set with the new turbo. Got the new oil feed line all situated on there as well. Checked the valves before we went and started. Everything was exactly where I left it, all 10 and 20 on the intake and exhaust. So all good there. Started up, warmed it up. We're gonna go ahead and drop the oil out of it. But I'll show you guys the new oil feed line here quickly. See here. As you can see, got the black nylon with the stuff from the first gen. Two 90-degree fittings, kind of wrapped it around the other side. Keep it away from the exhaust manifold a little bit. 90-degree fitting down there, and that is all set. No leaks, and we're good to go. Everything looks good. Did my bolt check on the damper. Always check the damper bolts. Checked all the fluids when it was warm, the transmission fluid. Like I said, we're going to drain the oil out of it. Checked my CalTrack settings. They stayed put where they were set. Not really going to change those. Like I said, last weekend or the weekend before, best 60 foot of a low 1.4 on that. So we're going to keep the tire pressures the same as last week. CalTrack settings the same. Really just a bigger tune with some more fuel in it and a bigger charger. And I believe the best that we ran on this year with this setup is a 10.5. So hopefully we can get a little bit better with a better 60 foot and do well. I hope that we can beat quite a few people there. Hopefully John Doc messes up. We'll be able to get a win against him again. Oh, last but not least, something very important. Got the rattle can job on the new valve cover done as well too, so that's drying. But that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video, guys. I know kind of short, not really a whole lot going on, mostly due to the fact of the phone kept ringing. I keep having to be on the phone. So that's going to do it, guys. I know it's a little bit shorter, but that's all we got going on tonight. I will see you guys very, very soon. Racing this thing coming up probably in the next video or so. Really, the only reason the dually is not a part, we have so many parts for the dually. It is ridiculous. But we have to use the dually to tow the race trailer. So I believe after this event, we have quite a bit of downtime where we don't need that. So the dually is coming apart after this weekend for sure. So look forward to a whole lot of 4th gen content coming up. Turbos, fuel system, a whole bunch of stuff. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will have the WrenchWorks giveaway winners very, very soon. I know a lot of people are asking about that. And also the winter stuff. So spoiler alert at the end of the video, we're coming out with really, really nice jackets, some really nice flannels, a couple other things, socks. A lot of people have been asking about socks, so we got socks, a lot of cool stuff coming up. So that's gonna be coming up very, very soon for Christmas, because it's around the corner. Before you know it, it'll be here. Anyway, that's gonna do it. Hit that like button before you leave. Subscribe if you have not already. See you guys soon. See ya.